Here we are at the start of the second round of the 2006 Skylands Classic. We've got some rain. I'm joined with good friend William Goodpull.
Well, thank you, Stephen. I must admit I'm quite happy to be here. This is my first experience with this sort of thing.
This is quite an event. This is an NT. Warwick is a beautiful course. This is the second year this club has run this event, and we're looking for great things.
Now, an NT, is that something that happens every week?
Now, there's only 11 National Tours events throughout the year. This is one of them, and this is one of the better ones. Players look forward to coming to this every year.
Well, let's just say good luck to everyone, okay? Who is that gentleman? That looked like a fabulous shot.
We're looking at Barry Schultz. He's one of the top players in the world right now.
Oh my goodness, I think that's you right there, Steve. I didn't know you played this game.
Every now and then I can put it together.
Oh, but not there, I see. You were a little left.
Tough times.
What is that?
Barry Schultz, good putt. He's out of Milwaukee, two-time world champion, two-time U.S. champion. I really like his chances this week.
He looks like quite an athletic fellow. Is that the case here, Stephen?
Barry's trained quite hard the last couple of years. He's one of the more dedicated players on tour. I give him a good shot to win this tournament.
Heavens to Betsy, that looked like it came out backwards. What in the world was that?
The sidearm's a good option on this hole. Many players use it to get an extra skip at the end. Getting anywhere near the basket on this hole for a putt is really good.
That's that Yeti fellow, and he's doing quite well. Oh, but it hit a tree.
Good looking shot. With this upshot, he's going to take a par, and that's pretty good on this hole.
Fascinating. Indeed, I am interested. Oh, and this is you, Steve, with the magnificent attempt. Oh, but it misses.
Can't make them all.
Oh, that young man was also to the left. Excellent try there, fellow.
On this tee pad, players need to turn over the disc, make sure it stays in bounds. We see Nate Doss here, 2005 world champion, set himself up for a pretty good par.
He looks like he's doing quite well. Is he a local fellow?
He's not local. He's from California. He just got up there for an easy three, and that's a birdie. Avery Jenkins, known for his power, unleashes a good drive here. You can see it raining quite hard. Players really just want to try and stay dry and battle through the storm.
What's more difficult, Steve, navigating through the tee area or holding on to your plastic object there?
Tee shot's very demanding. When it's raining this hard, it really is hard to get a good grip. We're just trying to stay in bounds.
And I would imagine that road there would be out of bounds.
Anything on the road and across is out of bounds. It appears that Barry went out of bounds. With a good shot there, he's going to be able to save four, but that's not what he's looking for. Anytime these guys get within 20 feet, they got a pretty good chance of making it.
Oh my goodness, that was a little bit out of 20 feet, wasn't it?
That was Jay Redding for eagle on that hole. 45-footer for eagle. I think he was the lone eagle in the whole tournament.
Eagle sounds quite well. Congratulations, fellow. Excellent job. This man is throwing from the road. I would imagine that would be illegal.
Ken Climo here on hole 4. Looks like he ran into a little bit of trouble. He's out near the road. Has a pretty easy upshot.
Oh my goodness, these fellas are making this look quite easy. Is it that easy, Steve?
It's not as easy as it looks. These are the best players in the world, and they're good at what they do.
Such a powerful stroke. Hopefully he'll get close to the basket.
Avery definitely has the power game. One of the more dominant power players on tour. Currently going to Oregon State. He's one of the people you want to look out for. He's a great player.
Oh, nicked the tree. I would imagine that would make for a difficult 2 of a score on this hole.
That wasn't a very good shot.
This fellow is throwing such a beautiful shot right under the basket. I would imagine he would get that par you spoke of. Oh, the barry. It came up just a little bit right.
Jay Redding, good 20-footer. That's for birdie.
This fellow here looks quite young. Is he, Stephen?
Matt Orum's 19 out of Mobile, Alabama. Very strong player. Came in second at the 2005 World Championships in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and has remained strong player throughout the last 2 seasons. Ron Turner taking the inside route. That puts him in a good position. The real Ron Turner is what we call. Sidearm's also a good option on this hole. Anything getting to the bottom of the cliff, leaving yourself with a putt is a good play. Mike Hoffman looks like he stays up there. That could be dangerous.
It appears to be so. I wouldn't want to try it.
Hole 5's a technical par 4 with a very tough green. It really makes for some very interesting putts.
That's the Yeti ready fellow. Such a large fellow. I'd like to meet him.
Word has it that he blocked for Kurt Warner while going to Iowa State.
Oh my goodness, this man is cheating. Why did he do that, Steve?
Not quite cheating. Going over the top is a risky move. It's seldom used play by the top pros.
Steve, it looked like that Avery fellow had some weird dye on the front of his disc. Is that possible?
Many of the players have their sponsors' logos on their discs.
Excellent navigation through the woods. And an excellent shot by yourself right there, Steve. You're welcome.
Avery struggling on this hole. He needs to get back on track here.
Is wearing your hat backwards legal in this sport, Steve?
The sport is pretty leisurely. We're expected to act professional and courteous on the course and respect our fellow peers. Yeti with a nice upshot, rolls back. He has a putt.
Oh, how unfortunate. I'm laughing, but imagine he isn't.
This elevated green is quite deceiving. That's a good putt.
Oh, he made it. Oh, fabulous.
Long to long, hole 6. Short, technical hole. Dave, well, does about as best you can on this hole. Nice shot.
However did he manage to aim it through all that garbage?
Appears Dave got a little lucky there. There's a couple different routes on this hole. That really wasn't one I was thinking of, but it worked.
Oh, not so much luck there for the young man from Wisconsin.
Avery, however, that's exactly what you want to see.
Oh my goodness, he threw it on the ground. Why?
That's a roller. That gives him a chance to save par, but on this birdie opportunity, not what he's looking for. He misses on the conversion. Yeti Redding taking a 4 there. Not so good. Avery for bird. Avery for par. No, that's a bogey. Tough hole. This is a very demanding drive. You don't want to get stuck on the right side. Players want to take a good conservative shot here. Just get up there and hopefully take a par.
Seems like awfully such a small gap to hit from so far away.
This is one of the tougher holes on the course. Anything up in that gap, giving yourself a chance for a 3, you've accomplished your goal on this hole.
Oh my goodness, I think the fellow from Wisconsin might have a shot at 2. He might be my favorite right now. Oh, here's that Avery fellow. I hope he can make it.
Yep.
Oh no, that looked a little bit right. Hopefully he can manage to get a 3 here.
That is where you can get in trouble on this hole. Good fourth shot, but he's looking at a double bogey.
Oh my goodness, double bogey does not sound pleasant at all.
This is an aggressive green. Players really have to commit if they're going to try and take a putt for 2 on this hole.
That fellow in the green shirt just doesn't miss.
He's putted quite well this weekend. 3s are great here on hole 8. Players need to throw a long hyzer shot through the woods.
Steve, has anybody ever 2'd this hole before?
This is one of the tougher holes to get.
Has anybody ever 4'd it before?
This hole takes 4s and worse all the time. Very dangerous hole. Good shot here. Goes right up the middle. Get a little bit of skip and sets you up for a possible 3. Nate Doss out of California does just that. He is in prime position.
Excellent shot there, Mr. Doss.
Ronnie Tin Cup Turner finding some trees. Not in a bad position though. He might be able to get up and down for bogey.
What kind of emblem was that on that Nate fellow's back?
Nate, sponsored by Huck Lab. Great sponsor out of Oregon. Help out a lot of players on tour. He's rocking their wear. They're great.
And this Kenny fellow, is he sponsored by anybody?
Kenny's sponsored by Innova Champion Discs, Bite Shoes.
Is this the people that are winning the event? The lead card, as you call it?
Dave Feldberg, sometimes called Borgamel or The Borg, out of Springfield, Oregon. Touring pro for the last couple years. Playing very well the last couple weeks. We're going to see good things out of him this weekend.
Fellow, has he won any major events of some sort?
Just last weekend, won the Brent Hambrick Memorial. In early spring, won the Golden State Classic in La Mirada, California. He's had quite a good year. Jay Redding out of Iowa, great player, playing very well this year. On tour with Des Redding. They are making a great combo and ripping up the tour.
Ooh, Barry with a difficult lie after that drive.
Avery says, "This is how it's done, boys." Puts it right up the middle. He's in a good position. Ari says, "Son, this is how you throw an upshot. I've got a 3.
Ooh, that one looked a little bit off to the right. He'll have a tough time getting his 3 on this one. Oh, Stephen, an excellent attempt. Almost a 2.
Avery after his good drive. That's an easy 3. That's a birdie.
Oh, that large fellow almost made an excellent attempt.
A couple good putts, and that's a couple of birdies. Here on hole 9, we see Ken Climo teeing off. Ken out of Clearwater, Florida, 11-time world champion. Probably the best player to ever play disc golf. It's an honor to have him here at the course, and we're looking forward to see how he can do.
How many events a year would Ken play, Steve?
Ken usually plays about 15 to 20 events a year. He doesn't tour full time. He tries to spend as much time as he can with his family and just plays a limited number of events.
This hole here looks like it could be reachable, but does anyone ever to it?
Only a couple players are going to tour this hole. Long to long, very tough to get to.
Oh, there's one right there. Magnificent, Michael.
Mike Hoffman from long range, that is nice.
Steve, have you ever toed this hole before?
I've gone up there a couple times.
I must admit, this game is quite magnificent.
This is one of those games that just combines mental and physical activity. It really appeals to a lot of people, and it's the game of the future.
Oh, this shot looks like it might just make it to the basket. A little bit short, but an excellent attempt, Jason.
I want to thank you a lot, Liam, for coming out with us today. Some exciting golf.
Well, thank you for having me, Steve, and thank you, Skylands Disc Golf Club. I've had a fabulous time. Perhaps I shall return next year.
Jay Redding for 2. Got it. Barry Schultz for 2. One of only 3 people to card a 2 on 9 long to long. Hole 10 is a huge risk-reward hole. Players can opt to go over the top here for a possible 2, but it often results in a 6 or worse. The more conventional play is to go right down the middle, leave yourself with about a 200-foot upshot to an elevated pin. Jay Redding, choosing the low Anheuser route, sets himself up good for a possible birdie 3.
That's the local.
There's a Mando to negotiate. It shouldn't come into play for these guys, but cut it a little too far inside and somebody could be in trouble. Dave Feldberg going for the over-the-top route. Sometimes when the wind's not right, this is not the favorable route, but it can yield a 2, so players often choose to go for this. Avery stuck on the corner here, goes sidearm. That got all the way out. He's going to have a putt for birdie 3. Barry deciding to lay up out to the corner. Jay getting up there for a birdie putt. Who's this guy? Putt for 2. This is for eagle. Oh, just a bit high. Avery with a nice putt there to get his birdie 3. Barry for par. Oh, that spit not so nice for Barry. Jay going the conventional route takes a nice birdie 3. Here on hole 11, getting back to the action, joined again with John DeBois.
Happy to be back. Uncle Ronnie Turner.
Now going to hole 12. Big hyzer shot for most players. This is a possible 2 on the long-to-long layout. Not many of those out here on this course.
Steve Brinster, local pro from West Milford, New Jersey, tied for first last year at the end of regulation. After 3 playoff holes, he ended up second to Ken Climo.
Avery Jenkins there with a big hyzer shot. Jenkins, from the family of Jenkins, multiple world championships in that house, and a bunch of great people. Feel honored to know them.
Feldberg's got this putt all day. Oh, close bit, a little left. Wow, threads the needle, but that's going to be a little right. Going to leave him with about a 25-footer.
This green's very challenging. A lot of the players may be playing a little too conservative because of the downhill green, and it shows.
Avery with a tough 25-footer, but he cans it. Great putt, Avery. Steve Brinster to save 3. Oh, clean putt, but it hits right side and drops out. Steve's taking a bogey on this hole.
Hole 13 is one of the easier par 4s on the course. Pretty routine 3 for the top pros. You really just need to get out of the gap.
Jay Redding doing just that. Oh, but he flips it a little, going to the right. He's not thrilled with that one.
Dave Feldberg pulls it to the right. Tough spot. That is not going to be a 3.
Barry does what he needs to do. It's a little bit high, but it'll work out just fine. He's in a position to get a 3 on hole 13.
Yeah.
Steve Brinster grooving one. Great shot, almost at the top of the hill, setting up nice for a 3.
Looks like Feldberg went sidearm roller out of the gap. Left with an upshot. He's going to get up there. That's a 4, but that's not what he was looking for.
Jay Redding with the smooth approach, he's got himself a 3.
As we said before, Barry Schultz out of Wisconsin, longtime touring pro, seasoned veteran, already a couple national tour wins this year, leader in the point series. He is one of those players you really got to watch out for. He could win a tournament at any time. Barry throwing for Innova, has a full bag today. Warwick is very demanding. It requires many shots. Most of the players are going to use just about every disc in their bag. Hole 14 is very tough. Par 5, one of our signature holes. Getting down to the base of the hill with a chance to get through the gap on your second shot is really the main goal of these competitors.
Avery has the box, going roller, throws it well, carrying. Oh, it's going to go a little bit right and hop over the wall. That's going to leave him with a tough upshot to the green.
Anything not short of the gap and in the middle of the field is not going to produce a very pleasant shot.
Jay Redding, good drive. Oh, looks like it's carrying a little bit right. Oh, that's going to hit the trees, making for a tough next shot.
Some players even choose to go mid-range here. Barry goes driver, a little aggressive, gets away from him.
Oh, holy left. That one's going left.
He is going to have to lay up to the gap for just a chance at 4.
Steve Brinster on the box. Strong drive. Oh, looks like the wind might have caught that. That's tailing right a little bit. Tough 4 for there from Steve.
With a little bit of OB near the pin and the distance of this hole, 4s are almost a birdie, 3s are rare. Dave Feldberg with a nice pull off the tee, tickles some branches, falls back out. That is in good position on this very tough hole.
Barry struggling just to get back to the gap, going forehand roller. Looks like he's at the gap, maybe a little bit past. Going to be a tricky upshot from there. Steve going low liner. Oh, that's going to nick a tree and put him a little bit left.
On their second shot, players really just want to try and get anywhere through the gap.
Barry trying to do just that. He's on the green with a chance for the 4 save.
Upshots on this green can test the nerves of players. You really don't want to leave one right in the water, so most people are going to bail off to the left side.
Nice upshots there by Brinster and Redding. Avery doing the same, leaving himself with a 20-footer. Brinster with the big putt, 30-footer, Good putt, Steve. Squatty McSquat. Barry's got his 4 after the ferocious drive.
Hole 15 is a borderline par 5. 4s are good and 3s are great. Not too many 3s going to be taken on this hole. Let's see what these guys can do.
Barry throwing a smooth drive. He's out of the gap, putting himself in a position for a possible 3.
Dave Feldberg, 2005 U.S. champion. He's been on quite a roll this summer. He's been playing good golf, and he's looking to try and capitalize on another great opportunity to take another national tour title.
Holy umbrella. Everybody's got one. It's raining cats and dogs here at Warwick, but the players don't mind. Oh, but Jay Redding's going to take a step back. Looks like the sun's trying to make an appearance.
Nice result.
Feldberg with the strong upshot, putting him in a position to hit a 3-putt.
That was actually his drive, and he's got a chance at a 3 here.
Looks like Steve also has a chance for a 3, and after this upshot, Avery will also have a chance for a 3. Jay will take a 4 on this hole. Barry the same. Steve 30-footer, got it. Feldberg 25-footer, got it. Avery, got it. 3 3s on the tough par 5 hole 15.
Hole 16 is about the last chance a player has to take a 2 on this 18-hole layout. Most players are going to go with the roller here, but the air shot is an option.
Feldberg going roller, that's going to put him at the rock wall for a tough 2-putt.
Getting to rock wall leaves you about a 35-footer and a pretty good opportunity if you can make a good putt.
Jay Redding goes a little left there.
Barry going with the hyzer shot. Very tough shot.
Good upshot, Jay. Jay's got a 3 on the hole 16.
Avery just trying to get close.
Steve at the rock wall with a 2 bid. Oh, it hits the cage. Steve's taking a 3.
Dave from 60. Whoa.
Ow! Can I get a witness? Booyah! Cleany putt, Dave.
Hole 17 really gives the players a chance to let it loose. This is a long par 4. You're going to see players like Avery Jenkins, Dave Feldberg really let loose on this hole, give themselves a chance of getting an easier 3.
Stevie B chucking him in his own backyard. Little close. Got about 400 foot on that drive. Jay Redding going Monster Annie for some reason.
Tough second shot. That is not going to give him a birdie. After a good pull, players probably going to have about 300 feet left to the pin, so it's very crucial to get a good drive off this tee.
Barry, towel in hand, making a bid at a 3. He's in position to do just that.
Avery, multiple-time U.S. distance champion, shows how getting up on top of the hill makes it a little easier to get up and down.
But we have a little rollaway here. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Jay Redding is not happy with that. Brinster for the 3. Oh, good bid. A little short, taking a 4. Redding, after the tough rollaway, makes the bid. Oh, and it's a little high.
It's great to see players having some good camaraderie. These two players are good people, and it's always fun to see them. Hole 18, long to long, is a par 5. Fours are very good. Threes are hard to come by.
I've never heard of a 3 on this hole.
It's only been done a couple times by some great players. I don't think we're going to see any this weekend. Mike Hoffman out of North Carolina just got married. This might even be his honeymoon. That shows you what this tournament's all about.
Definitely. Ken Climo, oh, so fresh and so clean. Purees it. Setting himself up nice for the upshot. Uncle Ronnie Turner battling, but putting himself in a good position to save 4.
A lot of players build routines here. Watch Nate's little flip of the disc. That's his move. He's got it down.
Matthew Orum is going flick up shot. Good bid, leaving himself with a 25-footer.
Kenny trying to put it in. Almost does. Left with a short putt.
Back to the lead card. Feldberg still on the box. Throwing a clean drive, nice and safe. He'll be by the short tee. Avery, powerful drive.
Looks like we're faced with a pretty wet tee here. Players playing pretty conservative. This is the type of hole, if you take a chance on, it can be rewarding.
Steve, I don't know about you, but I haven't seen this many wet tees since spring break in Cancun.
Isaac, you got any more of those pink ones there?
Maybe one more.
Steve Brinster here. Didn't quite make the gap, but he's making up for it here with a perfect roller. Not only has he passed the tree line, but he's in a position to get himself an easy 4.
Fours are birdies on this hole. Anything out into that field on the second shot leaves you in a great opportunity for a birdie.
That one's cutting it close.
Jay Redding going for the sky roller. Did not turn that enough. That is OB. He's in a tough spot.
Oh, and that one's going to make a bid at OB, but it's going to stay in.
If I were Jay at this time, I'd be going.
Barry looking to finish up strong. Throws a great upshot. He's going to take a 4 here and finish up with a solid round 2.
Brinster with a pretty gross upshot. Feldberg's even grosser.
Feldberg does not miss those putts.